Aging doesn't mean giving up on intimacy, pleasure, or connection. In fact, for many, the later years bring emotional depth, freedom from performance pressure, and more meaningful relationships. But let's be honest, fatigue, hormonal changes, chronic illness, even emotional worries. These can all quietly chip away at sexual wellness in older adults. Today, we're diving deep into real, science-based, and holistic ways to improve sexual health after 60. Whether you're facing challenges or simply want to feel more alive and connected again, this is for you. Part 1. The truth about sexuality in older adults. Let's talk about something often ignored. Something that still makes people uncomfortable, but shouldn't, because it's real, it's human, it's natural. Today, we're exploring the truth about sexuality in older adults. Not myths, not shame, not silence. Just honest conversation, because the truth is, sexuality doesn't retire. Breaking the stereotypes. Society often sends a message. Sex is for the young. Once you reach a certain age, desire is expected to disappear. But that's a myth. The reality. Many older adults remain sexually active well into their 60s, 70s, and beyond. Intimacy often becomes deeper, more emotional, more meaningful with age. And sexual health is still a core part of overall well-being. Sex isn't just about the body. It's about connection, touch, comfort, joy. And those needs never expire. Age doesn't end desire. It only changes the way we express it. How aging affects sexual health. Now let's get honest about how aging does affect sexuality. Yes, there are changes. Hormonal shifts can reduce libido. Medical conditions like diabetes, heart disease, or arthritis can make intimacy harder. Medications may cause side effects like vaginal dryness or erectile dysfunction, but these challenges are not the end. Sexual problems are common but treatable. Many seniors suffer in silence, when a conversation with their doctor could help. Solutions exist: hormone therapy, lubricants and moisturizers, counseling, communication with your partner, medications when appropriate. Aging changes the body, yes, but it doesn't erase your capacity for pleasure or connection. Emotional and relational shifts. As we age, intimacy may become less about performance and more about closeness. In later life, partners often say, "It's not just about sex, it's about being held, being seen, feeling wanted, touch, eye contact, laughter in bed." These matter as much, sometimes more than intercourse, and for those who've lost a spouse or partner, it can feel confusing to seek intimacy again. But there is no shame in desiring love at any age. Whether you're single, divorced, widowed, or remarried, you deserve connection. You deserve joy. Communication is key. One of the biggest tools in a healthy sex life at any age is communication. It's okay to say, "I'm nervous. I want to take it slow. I need to feel emotionally safe. Let's try something new. Can we just cuddle tonight?" There is no rule book. What matters is mutual respect, trust, and openness. And if there's embarrassment, talk through it. Vulnerability leads to deeper intimacy, safety, and empowerment. And let's not forget, safety matters no matter your age. Older adults are still at risk for sexually transmitted infections. Condom use, regular testing, and honest conversations are just as important at 70 as they are at 30. And if someone ever makes you feel uncomfortable, pressured, or ashamed, that's not love, that's manipulation. Healthy sexuality is mutual, respectful, and free from shame. Here's the truth. You don't stop being a sexual being just because the world gets quieter. You don't stop needing affection because your hair has gray. Whether you are exploring touch again after years, or still holding hands with your life partner, or simply learning to love your own body in a new way, you are worthy, you are valid, you are human. Sexuality in older adulthood is not something to hide, it's something to honor. Because love, intimacy, and pleasure have no expiration date. Part 2. Physical changes and how to adapt. Aging brings wisdom, experience, and depth. But it also brings something many of us struggle with: change, especially physical changes. The truth is, our bodies evolve as we age. But that doesn't mean we have to lose our vitality, strength, or independence. Today, we'll explore the most common physical changes in aging and, more importantly, how to adapt, adjust, and thrive through them. Because growing older doesn't mean growing weaker. It means growing smarter about how we care for ourselves. Muscle loss and strength decline. One of the first changes many seniors notice is a loss of muscle mass. After age 50, the body naturally loses up to 1% of muscle each year. By 70, that loss can be dramatic if left unaddressed. Less muscle means lower strength, higher risk of falls, slower metabolism, less mobility. But here's the good news: you can rebuild strength at any age. Tips to adapt: resistance training 2 to 3 times per week, light weights or resistance bands. Daily activities like gardening, climbing stairs, or lifting groceries. Protein-rich diet with lean meats, beans, nuts, and eggs. You can't stop muscle loss from happening, but you can stop it from taking over your life. Joint stiffness and mobility issues. Another common physical change is joint stiffness and pain, especially in the knees, hips, and back. This can come from arthritis, past injuries, or simply years of wear and tear. It can make walking harder, standing painful, or everyday tasks like bending, dressing, or reaching uncomfortable. But movement is still the best medicine. Adapt with gentle stretching in the morning and before bed. Low-impact exercises like swimming, tai chi, or yoga. Heat therapy before activity, ice after. Using assistive devices if needed. Don't be ashamed. Motion protects joints. Stillness stiffens them. Stay moving, stay free. Balance and coordination changes. As we age, balance can change subtly but dangerously. Inner ear function may decline. Reflexes slow. Muscles weaken. This makes falls a serious risk. In fact, falls are the #1 cause of injury in people over 65. But again, you're not helpless. How to adapt: practice balance exercises daily. Standing on one leg, heel-to-toe walking. Install grab bars in bathrooms. Eliminate tripping hazards at home. Loose rugs, cords, wear non-slip shoes. Get your vision and hearing checked regularly. Improving balance isn't just about avoiding injury. It's about keeping your confidence, skin, hair, and posture. Not all changes are about strength. Some are about appearance and how we feel about ourselves. Skin becomes thinner, drier. Hair turns gray or thins out. Posture can slump due to spinal changes. These may seem small, but they affect how we see ourselves. Ways to adapt and embrace change: use gentle moisturizers and sunscreen daily. Choose a hairstyle that suits your current texture. Practice posture exercises to keep your spine aligned. Invest in supportive clothing and shoes. Confidence doesn't come from reversing age. It comes from embracing it with care. Changes in energy and endurance. Do you get tired more easily than you used to? You're not alone. Energy levels tend to drop with age. Mitochondria in our cells slow down. Sleep patterns change. Recovery takes longer. But fatigue doesn't have to rule your life. Adapt with prioritizing quality sleep. Same bedtime, dark room, no screens. Midday rest without overnapping. Light daily exercise to boost circulation and energy. Staying hydrated and avoiding excess caffeine or sugar. Eating small, frequent meals to avoid energy crashes. Listen to your body, but don't stop moving. Pace yourself. Energy is a resource to manage, not more. Vision, hearing, and dental changes. And let's not forget the senses. Vision may blur, hearing may fade. Teeth and gums may become more sensitive. These changes affect communication, nutrition, and safety. Simple but powerful adaptations, regular eye exams and use of proper lighting. Modern hearing aids small, effective, and discreet. Prioritize oral hygiene and dental checkups. Don't ignore minor symptoms, act early. Maintaining your senses keeps you engaged with the world. Don't let pride keep you from tools that help. Yes, our bodies change as we grow older. But that doesn't mean we're broken, it means we're evolving. The key is not to resist aging, but to adapt with wisdom. Build strength where you can ask for help when needed. Cherish what your body can still do, and remember, you are still capable, valuable, and alive. This is not the end. This is a new beginning. Take care of your body, and it will take care of you. Part 3. Nutrition and lifestyle for sexual vitality. As we age, we're told that sex and intimacy will fade away, but that's not the truth. In fact, with the right support, our sexual vitality can not only survive, but thrive well into later life. Today, we'll explore how nutrition and lifestyle choices directly impact sexual health in older adults. No myths, no judgment, just real solutions. Because vitality, physical, emotional, and sexual, is something we can nourish. The role of nutrition in sexual vitality. Let's start with what you eat. Your sexual health is a reflection of your overall health, and your diet plays a major role. Foods that boost blood flow, balance hormones, reduce inflammation, and support energy levels all contribute to a vibrant sex life. Here are the superfoods for sexual vitality. Leafy greens, like spinach and kale, rich in nitrates for better blood flow. Berries, antioxidants that improve circulation and reduce oxidative stress. Oily fish, like salmon and sardines, full of omega-3 south to support heart health and libido. Nuts and seeds, especially walnuts, pumpkin seeds, and almonds for zinc and magnesium. Dark chocolate, in moderation, it boosts serotonin and blood flow. And don't forget water. Dehydration causes fatigue, headaches, and even vaginal dryness or erectile issues. Food is not just fuel, it's your first medicine for passion and vitality. Key nutrients and supplements. Sometimes, even a healthy diet isn't enough. As we age, absorption of certain nutrients declines. Here are vital nutrients for sexual function and where to find them. Zinc supports testosterone and sexual desire. Found in oysters, pumpkin seeds, chickpeas. Vitamin D, important for mood and hormone regulation. Get it from sunlight, fortified foods, or supplements. B-complex vitamins, essential for energy and nerve function. Found in leafy greens, whole grains, eggs, L-arginine, an amino acid that helps blood vessels relax. Available in nuts, red meat, or as a supplement. Always consult your doctor before starting new supplements, especially if you take medication. Lifestyle habits that boost sexual vitality. Your daily habits have a direct impact on your sexual well-being. Let's look at the 5 most powerful lifestyle changes you can make. Exercise regularly. Improves circulation, stamina, confidence, and mood. Try brisk walking, yoga, or swimming for at least 30 minutes a day. Manage stress. Chronic stress increases cortisol and decreases libido. Try deep breathing, meditation, or gentle stretching. Prioritize quality sleep. Sleep boosts hormone levels and energy. Aim for 7 to 8 hours per night with a consistent bedtime. Limit alcohol and quit smoking. Both impair blood flow and reduce sensitivity. Opt for a glass of red wine or herbal tea instead. Maintain a healthy weight. Excess weight can lower hormone levels and affect desire. A balanced diet and movement can restore hormonal balance. A healthy lifestyle doesn't just add years to your life, it adds life to your years, including the romantic ones. Emotional and relationship health. Nutrition and fitness are powerful, but don't forget the emotional side of intimacy. Build trust and communication with your partner. Be honest about your body's changes and explore new ways to connect. Don't rush, focus on touch, affection, and presence. Seek help if anxiety, shame, or past trauma interferes with your intimacy. Sometimes, emotional health is the missing piece in restoring sexual vitality. Therapists, counselors, and even group discussions can help reframe the way we see intimacy after 60. Medical checkups and when to seek help. Some sexual issues may be signs of deeper health problems. If you experience sudden loss of libido, pain during intimacy, erectile dysfunction, severe fatigue, or low mood, don't ignore it. These could be linked to heart disease, diabetes, hormonal imbalances, or medication side effects. A good doctor won't judge you, they'll help you. Sexual health is part of whole body health. It deserves attention. 2. Your sexuality doesn't fade with age. It evolves. It deepens. It asks for a little more care, but it offers so much in return. With the right food, the right habits, and the right mindset, you can stay passionate, connected, and confident. Because sexual vitality isn't about youth. It's about health, wholeness, and honoring every part of yourself. So nourish your body, feed your soul, and never stop reaching for joy. Part 4. Exercise and sexual health. Can exercise improve your sex life? The answer is a powerful yes. Sexual health is deeply connected to your physical vitality, and regular movement plays a bigger role than most people realize, especially as we age. Today, we're exploring the link between exercise and sexual health in older adults. We'll look at the science, the benefits, and simple ways you can move your body to boost not only your strength and flexibility but also your passion, pleasure, and connection. This isn't just about fitness, it's about reclaiming confidence, improving intimacy, and honoring every part of your well-being. The science behind exercise and sexual health. Let's start with the basics. Sexual function relies on several key systems. Circulatory system for arousal and blood flow. Nervous system for sensation and response. Hormonal system for libido and energy. Muscular system for stamina and movement. And guess what improves all of these? Exercise. Multiple studies show that regular physical activity increases blood flow to sexual organs, enhances testosterone and estrogen levels, improves body confidence, reduces stress, depression, and anxiety, all known libido killers. In fact, even moderate movement just a few times per week can significantly improve sexual satisfaction in older adults. The best exercises for sexual health. Now let's get practical. Not all exercise is created equal when it comes to supporting sexual function. Here are the top 5 types of exercises that boost sexual health. 1. Cardiovascular exercise, for example, brisk walking, cycling, swimming, supports heart health, improves circulation, helps manage weight, boosts endurance. Start with 20 to 30 minutes a day, 5 times a week. 2. Strength training, for example, light weights, resistance bands, increases testosterone, supports posture and physical confidence, strengthens the muscles used during intimacy. Aim for 2 to 3 sessions per week. 3. Flexibility exercises, for example, yoga, stretching, improves range of motion, reduces stiffness and discomfort, enhances fluid movement during intimacy. Yoga has even been shown to improve arousal and orgasm in older women and men. 4. Pelvic floor exercises, for example, Kegels, strengthen muscles involved in sexual function, improve erection strength and bladder control in men, enhance arousal and orgasm in women. Do 10 to 15 Kegels, 3 times a day. They're invisible, do them anytime. 5. Balance and core training, for example, Tai Chi, Pilates, prevents falls, increases stamina, enhances physical control and grace. Together, these exercises build a body that's ready for intimacy and confident in it. Mental and emotional benefits of exercise. Sex is not just physical, it's deeply mental and emotional. And exercise helps here too. Reduces stress by lowering cortisol. Elevates mood through dopamine and serotonin. Fights depression and anxiety, common in aging populations. Builds body image and self-esteem, which are critical for intimacy. Exercise helps you feel good about your body, no matter your age. And when you feel good about yourself, you're more open to intimacy. Even a 15-minute walk a day can shift your mood and mindset dramatically. How to build a safe, sustainable exercise routine. The key to long-term success and intensity, it's consistency. Here's how to build an exercise routine that lasts. Start slow. If you haven't exercised in a while, begin with short walks or chair exercises. Choose activities you enjoy, dancing, swimming, gardening, they all count. Set small goals. 10 minutes a day is better than none. Build up gradually, track your progress, use a notebook or app to stay motivated. Listen to your body. Pain is a warning, not a challenge. Rest when needed. Involve your partner. Working out together can be fun and bonding. And always consult your doctor before starting a new program, especially if you have heart, joint, or balance concerns. Final thoughts. Embracing movement, embracing life. Sexual vitality doesn't disappear with age, it just asks for a bit more attention, a bit more care, and a lot more self-love. And exercise is one of the most powerful tools you have. It keeps your body strong, your mind clear, your spirit engaged, and your heart open to connection. So, whether you're 60 or 90, it's never too late to move. Not just for your health, but for your joy. Start small, stay consistent, and celebrate every step of the journey, because movement is life, and life is still full of passion, energy, and possibility. Part 5. Emotional intimacy and communicatio. In a world that often focuses only on physical health or appearance, we sometimes forget the most powerful connector of all, emotional intimacy. Especially in later life, when experiences deepen and relationships mature, emotional connection becomes the very foundation of love, trust, and closeness. Today, we'll talk about how to build and sustain emotional intimacy through honest communication, active listening, and vulnerability. Because no matter your age, you deserve to feel seen, heard, and deeply connected. What is emotional intimacy? Emotional intimacy is more than just love. It's feeling safe to be yourself, to share your fears, hopes, memories, and dreams, and to know that your partner accepts you completely. It's about deep conversations, mutual respect, non-judgmental listening, comfort in silence, trust built over time. You can be physically close to someone and still feel emotionally distant, but when emotional intimacy is strong, your relationship becomes a safe haven. Part 2. The power of communicatio. So, how do we build emotional intimacy? It starts with communication. Not just talking, but truly sharing and listening. Here are 5 simple but powerful habits. Point 1. Be present. Put down the phone. Turn off the TV. Look each other in the eye. Your presence is a powerful act of love. Point 2. Share honestly. Talk about how you really feel, not just what you did today. It's okay to say, I feel lonely, I'm afraid, or I miss how we used to be. 3. Listen without fixing. Sometimes, your partner doesn't want advice. They just want you to hear them and say, that sounds hard, I'm here. 4. Ask open-ended questions. Try asking, what's been on your mind lately? What are you looking forward to? What do you need from me today? Point 5. Express appreciation. Say thank you for the small things. Appreciation builds closeness and keeps love alive. Intimacy in long-term relationships. For couples who've been together for decades, It's easy to fall into routine, but emotional intimacy needs to be nurtured, no matter how long you've been together. Make time for one-on-one connection. Go for walks and talk without distractions. Revisit old memories together, photos, letters, shared moments. Don't be afraid to ask, "How are we doing? Is there anything we can do to feel closer?" Remember, it's never too late to grow closer. Even small changes in communication can rekindle emotional closeness and deepen your bond. Part 4. When communication is difficult. Sometimes, intimacy is blocked by years of silence, misunderstandings, or hurt. That's normal, but it's not the end of the road. Try this approach. Start small. A gentle conversation can open the door. Use I statements. Say "I feel" instead of "you" always. Stay curious. Ask with love, not judgment. Seek help if needed. A counselor or a therapist can help guide conversations you're afraid to have alone. Healing communication takes courage, but it's worth it. Because deep down, we all want the same thing: to feel close and understood. In every season of life, emotional intimacy is the heart of meaningful connection. It grows when we speak honestly, listen fully, and allow ourselves to be vulnerable. It's never too late to ask for closeness. It's never too late to build trust. And it's never too late to say, "I love you, I'm here." Let's keep growing together. Because real intimacy is not about perfection, it's about presence. And that's something we can all choose at any age. Part 6. Medical support and safe treatments. As we age, our health needs change. That's why having the right medical support and choosing safe treatments is more important than ever. But with so many options, from medications and supplements to surgeries and therapies, it can feel overwhelming to know what's truly safe, helpful, and necessary. In this video, we'll guide you through how to build the right medical team, what to watch for with medications and treatments, and how to protect yourself from risky or unnecessary interventions. Let's talk about how older adults can take charge of their health safely and confidently. Building the right healthcare team. Your first step in staying healthy is having a team of trustworthy medical professionals who understand aging. Here's who should be part of your care. Primary care doctor (GP), the first person you call for general health concerns and regular checkups. Geriatrician, a specialist in aging who understands how different conditions and medications affect older adults. Pharmacist, they ensure your medications work well together and help avoid harmful side effects. Physical therapist or occupational therapist, they help you stay strong, mobile, and independent. Mental health professional, because emotional health is just as important as physical health. Always choose doctors who listen, explain things clearly, and involve you in decisions. You are the most important person on your care team. Medications, use them safely. Medications can be life-saving, but as we age, our bodies process drugs differently, and that can lead to side effects or complications. Here's how to stay safe. Keep a medication list. Write down all prescriptions, over-the-counter drugs, and supplements you take. Review it often with your doctor or pharmacist. Watch for side effects like dizziness, confusion, or stomach issues. Avoid mixing medications unless your doctor says it's safe. Be careful with sleeping pills, painkillers, and sedatives. These are more likely to cause problems in older adults. Ask your doctor, is this medication still necessary? Are there safer alternatives? And never stop or change a medication without checking first. Safe medical treatments. From blood pressure to joint pain, there are treatments for nearly every condition. But not all treatments are right for everyone, especially in later life. Before saying yes to a procedure, ask, what are the benefits and risks for someone my age? Are there non-invasive options that might work first? What's the recovery time? Will it affect my independence? Have we considered how this might interact with other conditions I have? And always get a second opinion before major surgeries or new treatments. Safer doesn't always mean doing less. It means doing what's best for your body, your life, and your goals. Watch out for misinformation. The internet is full of health advice, but not all of it is true or safe. Be careful of miracle cures or unproven supplements, pressure to buy expensive treatments without medical proof, promises that sound too good to be true. Always check, is this recommended by a licensed medical professional? Are there clinical studies or reliable sources backing it up? If you're unsure, talk to your doctor or pharmacist before trying anything new. Your health deserves science-backed care, not marketing hype. Final thoughts. Aging doesn't mean giving up control. It means becoming more informed, more thoughtful, and more empowered. With the right support, older adults can manage conditions effectively, avoid harmful treatments, stay independent and active longer. Remember, ask questions. Speak up if something doesn't feel right. Keep learning about your body and your options, because your health is your right, and your care should always be built on trust, safety, and respect. You deserve treatments that help you feel better, not worse, and a care team that walks with you every step of the way. Part 7. Mindset, Confidence, and Releasing Shame. As we grow older, life teaches us lessons about love, loss, resilience, and strength. But one of the most powerful lessons of all is this: how we think about ourselves shapes everything. In today's video, we'll talk about shifting your mindset, building real confidence, and letting go of old shame that no longer serves you. Because no matter your age, it's never too late to feel whole, worthy, and fully alive. The power of mindset. Mindset isn't just about being positive. It's about the story you tell yourself about your past, your present, and your future. A fixed mindset says, I'm too old to change. My best years are behind me. It's too late for me. But a growth mindset says, I'm still learning. I have wisdom to offer. There's still beauty and purpose ahead. Your age is not a limitation. It's a qualification. Your mindset can either hold you back or set you free. Rebuilding confidence. Confidence in later life doesn't come from what you look like or what you can do. It comes from knowing who you are. Here are 3 steps to rebuild confidence. Point 1. Celebrate your story. You've overcome pain, built a life, survived challenges. That deserves recognition. Point 2. Do one brave thing a day. Speak your mind. Try something new. Show up for yourself. Small actions create powerful change. 3. Surround yourself with people who see your worth. Let go of relationships that make you feel small. You deserve to be uplifted, not dismissed. Confidence isn't loud, it's quiet assurance. The kind that says, I belong, I matter, I'm enough. Releasing shame. Shame is a silent weight many people carry, about choices they made, bodies that have changed, or emotions they were told to hide. But here's the truth: shame thrives in silence, and healing begins with compassion. You are not your mistakes. You are not the lies you believed. You are not broken. You are a whole, evolving human being worthy of love, respect, and forgiveness. Practice letting go by speaking kindly to yourself, sharing your story with someone safe, refusing to hide who you are. Because when you release shame, you make room for joy. Living boldly at any age. You have the right to take up space, to be confident, to speak your truth, to chase joy. And it's never too late to start over, try something new, love yourself fully. There's no expiration date on growth, no deadline for happiness, no age limit on becoming more of who you truly are. So today, choose a new mindset, stand a little taller, speak with a little more kindness, and let go of the shame that's not yours to carry. Because you've earned your confidence, and the world needs your light now more than ever. Part 8. Building a joyful and fulfilling sex life after Sexuality doesn't disappear with age. It evolves, becoming more tender, meaningful, and emotionally rich. After 60, intimacy is just about the physical. It's about connection, trust, laughter, touch, and love. In today's video, we'll explore how to build a joyful and fulfilling sex life in later years by embracing body and emotional changes, open communication, new ways to express intimacy, and rediscovering joy in connection. Because no matter your age, you deserve a love life that brings warmth, passion, and peace. Redefining intimacy. Let's start with the truth. Sex and intimacy are just for the young. But after 60, what intimacy looks like may shift. It becomes less about performance and more about pleasure, closeness, and emotional bonding. Holding hands, cuddling, kissing, deep conversations, massages, these are all powerful forms of intimacy. A fulfilling sex life after 60 starts with letting go of the pressure and embracing connection in all its beautiful forms. Understanding physical changes. Your body may change, but that doesn't mean pleasure is over. It just means you adapt with care and curiosity. For women, hormonal shifts may cause dryness or discomfort. Desire may feel different or come in waves. For men, erections may take longer or be less firm. Recovery time may increase. The good news: there are safe, effective options like lubricants, hormone therapy, medications, and physical therapy for those who want support. What matters most is patience, communication, and exploring what feels good now, not what used to. Your body isn't failing you, it's simply changing. Communication is key. At any age, the most powerful tool in your sex life is your voice. Talk to your partner about what feels good, what doesn't, what you want more or less of. Fears or insecurities you may be carrying. Start with simple phrases like, "Can we talk about how we connect? What do you enjoy most about our time together? Is there anything you'd like to try or change?" Honest conversations create emotional safety, and emotional safety creates physical intimacy. If you're single, communication with yourself matters too. Reflect on your desires, your boundaries, and your needs. Give yourself permission to feel pleasure and to ask for it, rekindling desire and joy. Desire doesn't disappear, it just needs a spark. Here are simple ways to rekindle intimacy and joy. Slow down. Intimacy in later life thrives in quiet, unrushed moments. Create the mood. Candles, music, cozy lighting set the scene for closeness. Touch often. Even non-sexual touch like hugs, hand holding, or back rubs builds connection. Be playful. Laughter and curiosity are deeply erotic. Explore together. Try something new: a massage, a shared shower, even reading about intimacy together. And remember, sex doesn't need to look a certain way. What matters is connection and pleasure in whatever form that takes. Final thoughts. A joyful and fulfilling sex life after 60 is absolutely possible. It begins with accepting your body, being kind to yourself, and staying open to connection, emotional, physical, and spiritual. Aging doesn't mean losing passion. It means loving more deeply, laughing more freely, and touching with greater tenderness. So whether you're partnered or single, sexually active or exploring what intimacy means now, give yourself permission to feel love, give love, and receive love. Because you are worthy, you are radiant. And the most beautiful love stories are still unfolding. Sexual health in older age, in just about pleasure. In just about pleasure, it's about dignity, joy, and human connection. Aging doesn't take these away. It simply invites you to experience them more mindfully. Thank you for watching. If this video helped you, please like, share, and subscribe for more on aging with grace, passion, and purpose.